Welcome to my review for Chicken Shoot on the Wii. In Chicken Shoot, you shoot chickens. That's about as in-depth I can really get to explaining the gameplay. There are a few different modes. There's a single-player mode and multiplayer mode, and in each of those modes you get classic and arcade. I don't even really know what the difference is. I think in arcade you have to shoot so many chickens before something. I'm not even sure what. If it's a timer, the timer doesn't show, and if it's before you let too many chickens go by, I have no idea how many are allowed to go by before you lose. And the other mode is a countdown mode, where I think you have to get a high enough score to continue to the next level. For the levels, you have environments where there's some trees, and then there's environments where there's lots of trees, and then there's environments where there's almost no trees. That's about it for that. The graphics are spectacular for a Super Nintendo. I mean, myself, I'm not one to pick on graphics or be upset by outdated graphics. I mean, as long as I can tell what's what and see my targets clearly enough, then I'm usually happy. And, I mean, this game provides that and provides a vibrant palette of colors, but really it is worth mentioning just how outdated the graphics really are. As well, you get this guy at the bottom of your screen. He only seems to appear in arcade mode. I don't know what the significance of that is. He's supposed to be the farmer on this farm, I believe, but he kind of looks like he could be a hitman for the mob, and the farm is possibly just a front for some bigger operation. So as the variety of chickens fly by, some will only take one shot, some will take more than one shot, some will throw eggs at you and you want to try and shoot the eggs, because if you don't, they'll block your vision. And you move side to side, shooting them down. Some will drop additional weapons such as a shotgun, an Uzi, and even a minigun. Those are the ones I've seen so far, although they don't seem to really make that big of a difference. The handgun that you start with has unlimited ammo, the additional guns have limited ammo, and you can see that along the bottom of the screen as well. If you reload too quickly with anything other than the handgun, you risk actually ditching the rest of your ammo and going back to the handgun a little bit prematurely. What's also interesting is that ammo that's along the bottom, even though the Uzi, you can hear it shooting multiple shots, it only ever really seems to get rid of one bullet at a time anyway. What you're looking at here is a multiplayer mode, and this is possibly the only thing that makes the game worthwhile. But it's who you're doing the multiplayer with that's going to make a difference. This is kind of a fun game for me to play for a little while with my kids. And incidentally, it's my youngest son who's actually playing with me for this video right now. Chances are, though, if you're playing by yourself, or if you're of the age of 12 and older, you'll likely get bored of this title extremely fast. There is one additional mini-game that you can play, where the farmer has to catch eggs coming out of chickens before they hit the floor. But the controls, which is really just pointing to the right direction of the screen, aren't very responsive. And that's really all that can be said. If you have some children in your house, you want to have a game where you can shoot things, but in a more Looney Tune kind of fashion versus anything realistic, well, and hey, why not? It's a budget title. It might give the clan some fun for a weekend. Aside from that, it's a definite pass.